Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Katelyn and I'm back. I know I took a little bit of a hiatus. I needed a little bit of a break, but we're back to making art videos. And now we have a new angle. I'm trying out some new stuff on the channel. Let me know if you guys like it. Leave some comments. Let me know your thoughts about this video. But today I wanted to touch on a poll that I published a little while ago about me creating monsters from current popular franchises. I was asking about like Pokemon, Avatar, maybe another throwback to like Code Lyoko, lots of different ones. And I had you guys vote on which one you'd like to see next, which I realized I'm not going to adhere to at all because I think Avatar ended up winning. It was either Avatar or Pokemon. I feel they were in the first and second spot, but I'm just gonna do all of them. We're just gonna do all of them because I really want to explore creating creatures in different like show settings, basically. So today, I wanted to start with Pokemon, one of my favorite franchises that I had growing up as a kid. I absolutely adored Pokemon. I played so many of the games, and I really want to make my own Pokemon starter set. So I was kind of going between like what region to do. Like I really want to make my own region, and we could have this as a continuing series where I make the starters, then next time we can do their evolutions, and then maybe explore like legendaries or other Pokemon that you would find on the routes. But I didn't know what region I wanted to do. I was going back and forth a lot on like if I wanted to do a certain country or like a certain area, but I was like, you know, I think it'd be really good to just do like something that I know, something I'm very familiar with and can get really excited about. So that specifically is gonna be Arizona. I live in Arizona, for those of you who don't know, Arizona in the United States in the southwest region. So we're very much a desert state. We have some like nicer weather and pine trees and other things up north, but primarily we're desert. So with that, I wanted to highlight some of my favorite animals from Arizona and use them as our base inspiration for these Pokemon starters. So let me run through the inspiration we have today. So first off is the Gila monster. I really love this creature. I think it's super cool. I love the patterning and like the oranges with the blacks. They're probably one of my favorite like wild reptiles here in Arizona. I've never seen one super close. So I really want to do the Gila monster as one of them. My second animal that I really like based here in Arizona is the Javelina. I really love these little guys. I know they can be very ferocious and fierce. You don't really want to encounter one just when you're walking about, especially when they have some babies. I don't know if they'll kill you. I don't know if we have Javelina killings, but they will totally destroy your flower bed. I have some fond memories of going up to Prescott, which is in the north side of Arizona, and having these guys, you hear them outside while you're like winding down or going to sleep, or my grandmother yelling at them for eating all her flowers and such. Finally, for our last one, I was wanting to do the Gamble's quail. You see these guys running all over the place, just going across like little streets with all their little babies following them. And I remember at my grandmother's house, whenever we'd go for sleepovers, a lot of the time she had quails just hanging out in her backyard or running across the front yard. We saw them all the time. So I knew I wanted to highlight these three creatures. So I'm gonna jump in and we're gonna like kind of experiment with what we wanna do, because for sure we have to have fire, grass, and water as our three starter types. But you know, with the newer iterations of Pokemon, you can mix those with other types for your starters. So we could do like dark, psychic, ground. We got a lot of options. And like one of them that I know we already have is like a fire pig. We already have that in a previous iteration of Pokemon. So I have a couple ideas on what I want to do, and we're gonna just kind of start sketching and figure out which one gets what type and what we want our Pokemon to look like. So let's jump in and get those sketches started. Okay, so first off, I think I'm actually gonna start with the Javelina because I already have an idea of what to do, because I know they don't have like porcupine-like bristles on their back, but they tend to have like these long hairs that stick out the back from like their front all the way to their butt. And I was thinking that would be kind of cool as like a cactus type of thing. We already have the Arizona-based Javelina, and then we can also add another aspect of Arizona with the cactus. So I think it'd be really fun to have basically, no, I need a javelina baby. They're so cute. Ah. So since we're starting with the first evolution of this, I thought we could reference some javelina babies because they are the cutest little things ever. They are so, so cute. So I'm just trying to, I think I'll grab one of these references. This one's a little blurry. Let me grab another one. Oh, that one's great. Okay, we're gonna grab this one. You're so cute. Okay, so what I'm thinking would be really fun for their combo is I would love to do a javelina with a barrel cactus because they're kind of small and like they have some girth to them when they get bigger too. But they're like round. They're not like perfectly round, but you know, it reminds me of a barrel cactus specifically. So it'd be kind of fun if like maybe the ears were like cactus flowers, because I think some Pokemon have a different look for male and female. So it might be fun to have like one little distinguishing difference with maybe like the flower color for male and female, but we could have like cactus ridges like this. We got some spinach, probably some spinach along the eyes. And then for sure we'll need like just a back of spines. It's gonna look like kind of like porcupine cactus combo with a javelina. I think I'm gonna end up making this a little bit smaller and cuter once we get to more of the refined sketches, but I'm just trying to get the body shape figured out real quick. Oh boy, Katelyn cannot draw legs today. Okay, so with the barrel cactus idea, I also kind of like the idea of this eventually maybe growing into something that has more of like prickly pear like flair to it. I think that would look really cool for final evolution. I know we're doing the first evolution, but I'm trying to plan what the first one looks like to, you know, influence the later ones. But I think it'd be kind of cute to have like maybe one like barrel cactus on its head. Like something like that would be kind of cute. That is actually kind of cute. And then maybe just a couple little ones going down its back for a little bit of extra patterning and flair. But I could imagine this guy being kind of a combination of like browns and greens. I'm gonna just block in some quick colors. And I think for now, I'll stick with like a yellow flower for the ears. A lot of the cactus flowers I see are either like white or yellow. I know there's pink ones too, but at least for this combo, I think it'd be really cool to stick to the yellows and the greens and the browns. I think those will be good colors to start with for this guy. So I think something like this is looking really cute, at least for like a beginning concept sketch for this little guy. So I think we'll hold on to this one and let's explore the other ones. So I think for the sake of exploring something cool that might also push me outside my comfort zone, I think I'm gonna make the quail the fire type, because I think the Gila monster could work well as a water poison type since it does have a venomous like mouth to it. I think it's either venomous or bacteria. Am I getting the Gila monster mixed up with the Komodo dragon? I think I am. Either way, their bite is toxic. It is bad for you. I think it could work really well as a water poison type. We'll explore this more, and it's hard because like, oh wait, I have an idea. We could make the blacks like blue instead. So instead of a black and orange, we have a orange and blue. There we go. That's what we'll do, because I didn't want to lose that orange. All right, let's start with that Gila monster then. Okay, so Gila monster. We need to make him kind of small and cute since this is like first evolution. I have no clue what a baby Gila monster looks like. I guess I could look up a youngling. But I think I'll just kind of squish him down a little bit, make him a little bit cuter. I think I'm gonna give him really big hands, really big claws, because you know, like when puppies are born, they have the big feet that they grow into. I think that would be the same thing with this guy. I know a lot of the times with these starters, they slowly get more detail as they evolve. So I'm just like, how much detail do I put in this? How much do I not? I think we'll go with minimal detail, at least with its body shape, but we'll really go ham on like the patterning on this one to kind of match the Gila monster look. And then I think I know I was talking about not adding like a lot of frills of an aloe, but it might be fun to have like a couple on the side of its head to give it also like an axolotl look, since it's gonna be a water creature. But for sure I want it to look much more like a Gila monster. But I think this would be a really fun design, and then we can drop in those blues and oranges. And we gotta make sure to push that tongue into like more of like a bright, I think a bright greenish blue would look really nice. Maybe something like that. Oh yeah, that will pop. That'll look real good. Maybe a little bit on the spines too. Yeah. All right, cool. I'm really liking this guy. I think this will look like a really cool water type, like a water poison. Really like this. Okay, finally, for our last one, we have the fire quail, and I wanted to look up some quail baby like pictures, and I always remember how cute they are because they're so adorable. So one thing that I know I'm gonna miss here in these beginning like drafting phases is with this one, I look forward to the little fire twill for the final evolution. I just wish I could already have it for the baby one, but I know it's gonna just be so much cooler to have it as only a final evolution thing. Maybe it could have just like a little glowing thing, maybe right there to allude to it later being the little twill. We gotta wait for that for like final evolution. Okay, so got a little cute chick, very rough. But I do like the idea of it having some type of little red gem or something would be fun. I'm thinking about cactus flowers again because I just love cactus flowers. So I'm trying to think of maybe how we could integrate more flowers into this one. Because a really fun thing is if we incorporated a cactus flower, it'd be really cool if it had its little twill come out like of a flower. It kind of reminds me of like honeysuckles or other flowers that have like the longer, they're not like pollen bits, but you know what I mean, the longer like yellow stems in the center of it coming out. I think that would be really cool for the final one. So maybe at least for this one we'll have maybe a little flower in the center of its head. Just this little small cactus flower would be cute. Maybe like a little flower bulb like that or something. I think that'd be cute. I feel like I'm making Torchic right now. Is Torchic the only firebird? The Torchic to Blaziken, if I remember correctly. But yeah, wait, Blaziken? Yeah, Blaziken? I'm second guessing my Pokemon stuff this morning. And then have those like little stripes and spots. It's just a little fluffy little thing with big feet. Okay, that one's a little too big. If you look at Torchic is a pretty like simply designed. I mean, it's not even simple, but for sure you can tell it's Pokemon, but it has like a good amount of design that can carry into the final one. Because I feel like I just drew a quail chick with a little flower on its head. I mean, the flower is cute. I like that, but now I'm like torn. So I think this one I will for sure heavily go on like the cactus fire flower route, since our javelina is much more of a prickly cactus, and then we have an aloe vera, like longer stemmed cactus, or longer leaf, I guess you'd call them. So I think with our fire bird, we're gonna lean on flowers. So I think I'll go ahead and add some like little flower bits, like a little flower mane around here. And I think that could eventually merge into like when we go into the final one, it'd be kind of cool if it went up like this multiple times and then we have the little twirly-dee. I think that will look really sick for a final one. So we'll do a little bit of cactus flower around the neck, and I think that will work really well. Okay, let's drop in some color. So of course this one, I'm gonna go for more of the pink cactus flower for this one. So for sure, these will all be in the pinker range, and then we can push them into like the orangey reds as it evolves, and maybe still have some pink aspects to it. I think would be really cool. And I think for the body, we'll go for kind of like a yellow, since this is like kind of a tan color. Stripe-wise, I don't know what color I want to do for the stripes. Like maybe like a brighter yellow or like a red would be nice. There we go. I think that looks pretty cute. It's a little disjointed for me, at least in terms of the pink frill. So maybe I'll add some more pink bits to the body so then it kind of incorporates a little bit more. Or add some more like flowery like aspects. Maybe we should just go ham. Let's just make it a little bit more pink. So instead of the yellow, we can push it into like a lighter pinkish color. Yeah, I think that looks nice with like, got some oranges, we got the yellow belly, and then have the skin more in the pink realm. So then the pink petals don't feel like so displaced and like, oh man, just random pink here. I do really like that one. All right, so let's go ahead and run with these 3 final designs. We'll go through, kind of try to make them in a semi-Pokemon style, give them all their like fun little detailing and everything. And yeah, we're gonna kick off the McCaigue Pokemon universe, I guess. So let's jump in and get those started. So hard because I'm so not used to drawing in more of a Pokemon style, so I keep going back and forth because I want to go back to my style and my look, but I'm like, no, you're pushing to look like it's a legit Pokemon. Okay, so I just wanted to do a little side note here as I start the shading for our cute little pig. I talk about it more after I'm done with the speed paint portion, but I really struggled with the shading. So I first went in and tried to do my own shading like how I do for my pieces, but then tried to kind of adapt it to the Pokemon style, but it did not work as anticipated. It just wasn't looking great. I still wanted to keep it in here to show you guys that I did try different things before, giving up and looking up a tutorial, but I attempted it and it just wasn't looking right. It works for my shading when I do it on my characters, but it does not work well for when I try to do it on Pokemon. Okay, so I'll be honest with you guys, I'm struggling a little bit with my shading. So I think I'm gonna start from scratch with my shading, just get rid of this, because I want it to look like a Pokemon. And so I looked up a tutorial on how to color like Pokemon, because I know how I shade, and it's hard for me to take that and translate it to Pokemon shading style. So I'm gonna try, I'll admit, I'm gonna try to follow this tutorial and see if I can get this to look more like Pokemon shading. So just FYI, I want to nail this first one so I know what to do for the other 2. Okay, so I am feeling way better about this coloring style. This tutorial I found very helpful, so I'm going to drop it in the description below as well. But I know it's not 100% accurate to Pokemon coloring style, but I feel I'm in the right direction. I'm stepping towards the right direction. So I'm going to keep this in mind while we color the other 2, but let's jump in and start the next one. So I'm a little torn because I do like these little leaves, but I think it's making him look too much like an axolotl. I want to make sure he for sure looks like a Gila monster. So I don't know if I want to do these anymore. I'll keep him for now, but I might get rid of him because he looks very axolotl-y. I need him to look very Gila monster-ish. Okay, I like where we're going with this Pokemon design overall. I wanted to kind of highlight at least where certain like lizard folds occur. So with the Gila monster and other similar lizards, sometimes they have like folds that happen right at the connecting part where the shoulder meets the body. And then sometimes they have like folds right above their hands. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to do like little ringlet type of designs. I see it a lot in Pokemon, and I think this could fit this design really well as well. And I think this guy's pretty cute. Instead of doing the multi-frill aloe vera, we just did a couple here on the front, which I like a lot more. It makes it look less axolotl-y, and I think once we get the color in, you'll know this is based on a Gila monster. So let's jump in, get that line art and color going. All right, I got some base colors down. I feel this is more patterning than I usually see them do in Pokemon games, just based off of my knowledge of the Pokemon I know. I don't know a lot of the newer generations, but I just really wanted to show off some cool patterning like how the Gila monster would have. So I really like this, even if it's probably a little bit more than a normal Pokemon would have. But I'm gonna finish this off with some shading and highlighting and we'll be done. I just wanted to let you guys know I love this pattern. I love it so much. We are done with our water type Gila monster. I really like this one a lot. I think this turned out super fun and it was really cool to design. Like I said, I know this probably has too much like patterning compared to other Pokemon, but I just couldn't resist. This was way too cool to pass up, to have lots of different patterns and spots and things everywhere, but love this guy. This one is so fun. So next up, let's get that fire quail going. Okay, so next up we have our little fire quail. And I'm thinking for sure I'm thinking like a 1-to-1 almost ratio, where like the head and the body might almost be the same size, or maybe like a 1-to-2, something like that. It's a little hard because like there's a lot of variation with how Pokemon draws birds, especially like the little ones. Like some of them have like a really big head and a little body, or like a really big body and a little head. So I'm trying to decide which way I'd want to go with it. I know we can kind of do whatever we want with these, but I really want to make it like match. I think maybe more of like a round to a point face would be really cute, something more like that. And then keep the body a little bit more round, not really a point at the end, because these guys are just little fluff butts at the beginning. I feel that just looks like a Pidgeotto or something. It's really hard not to like make it look like something that already exists. Because I want to add like a little bit of flair to the top of the head, but it just looks too much like something else. Okay, that's a little better. I was liking the roundish face, but I kind of like having a little bit of fluffs on the side. I think that's gonna look really cute. And now I'm kind of torn on the petals because like, it's hard because this is a fire type, but I really wanted to add in like the flower aspect, but I don't want it to look like the flower on like a Bulbasaur or like a Venusaur or anything, or a Meganium. You know, I don't want it to look like that type of thing. But I also don't want this to just look like a Torchic, you know, just like a little fluff ball. Okay, what can we add? Because I know we'll have like the patterning from the quail, and that will look nice, at least in terms of breaking things up a little bit. But I feel it's just so under-designed compared to our other Pokemon. Because we got the flower here to later have the little blub blub. This is tough, guys. This is really tough. Because I feel it needs something, but those petals might not work as well. I mean, we could add fire if we want. Just a little bit of it. Because we're gonna have the little fire here eventually in a later evolution, but maybe we could make the neck of the final evolution also maybe a little bit on fire, because if the quail has like that black speckled pattern up its neck, so maybe we could make that more like flame looking towards the end. Maybe add a little bit of fire around its neck. Yeah, I think that might help. It feels like a higher than first evolution trait, I guess, to have like fire right away. I mean, like Charmander had a little bit on its tail and Cyndaquil did too, but maybe I'm just overthinking it. I like the little fire mane. I think that adds that last little bit we needed. And then later, when it becomes like a bigger bird and it has like the fire doobly-doo, then we could have like a really cool flame like collar to it. All right, we'll stick with that. I think that will be good. I think that is a good one for this. And it helps make this look more like a fire type, because I was just so afraid with those petals it was gonna look too much like a grass type. So I think we'll go with this. Let's get working on that line art and the color. I'm really digging this design so far. I was kind of hesitant on the colors at first. I was like playing around with a couple different pinks and a few other colors, but I think I finally hit something I really like. I'm kind of going back and forth on this beak color though. I might change it to yellow. I'll try it out, but either way, I think we're in a good spot to jump in, do the shading and the highlights, and make this thing really look like it could belong in Pokemon. I think it's really cute though. This is a pretty dang cute little burb. So I'm excited to finish this off and get it looking like it would be in my Pokemon game. All right, third one of our Pokemon trio is done. Let's put them all together and see what our wonderful lineup looks like. Okay, so here we are, our 3 starter Pokemon. I had a blast designing these. They were really fun to experiment with. And then coloring for Pokemon style looks so easy, but when you try to execute it in practice to make it look like a legit Pokemon, I found it pretty difficult. I don't know, it's just maybe clashing with my current coloring style is what's really like tricking my brain, but either way, I did have a lot of fun with these. They were fun to design, and I would love for you guys to leave it in the comments below. What should we name these 3? We have a whole evolutionary chain we need to think about. So you're welcome to leave either the first evolution only name, or if you want to try to brainstorm first, second, third evolution names, please leave them down in the comments below, because like, we need to figure this out. We're for sure going to be doing another video doing the next evolution up and then their final evolution. I would love to see these guys fully designed. And then let me know also in the comments, if these were to be mixed with another type, what would it be? So for example, the Javelina, the first thing I think of is grass and ground. But if you have other ideas for any of the 3, let me know down in the comments below. But either way, thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out this video. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I had a lot of fun drawing these and making it. And if you have other franchises you want me to try designing monsters from, leave it down in the comments. We got a whole list that we're going to be starting to add to the channel. And yeah, anyway, also if you guys liked this, hit the like button because it really helps with the algorithm and all that jazz. So either way, thank you guys again so much for stopping by, and I'll see you all next time. Bye everybody.